Administrator Mills. The Office of Chief Counsel for Advocacy, it's required by statute to monitor agency compliance for the Regulatory Flexibility Act. And given the amount of increased legislation that may come from healthcare reform and from the reduction in greenhouse gases, that responsibility is just going to get even greater. My question to you is, do you expect the Chief Counsel, is it going to continue to monitor agency compliance with the Regulatory Flexibility Act to the same extent that it did under President Clinton's administration, President Bush's administration?
Absolutely, yes. This issue of excess regulation causing cost to small business is a critical mandate, not only for the Office of Advocacy, but for all of SBA, including the Ombudsman's office. And this is one of the #1 concerns for small businesses, so it will be a priority.
Mr. Scheer, comparison to other federal agencies, how quickly do you think the SBA adopts GAO recommendations, just compared to the other agencies you obviously have to deal with?
That's a difficult question. I'm trying to think of how to come up with a tactful answer. But I'd say over the years, it's been an agency that has been relatively slow to implement recommendations. I think that the recommendations in the disaster loan program from our work back then, where we still say that there's a way to go, but I felt that expanding the disaster credit management system and those recommendations, that was a priority, and I think that those were implemented over a course of a number of years. But there's still remaining recommendations, and there's many that seem to kind of what I'll call just linger for very long periods of time.
Comment on that, or?
Yes. Well, we are going to have to change that, Mr. Scheer, and we're going to have to get into the top end of the good performers on that list. We are very committed to working in partnership with the GAO and with the IG also, because if we are going to create a culture where there is a real responsiveness on these reports, we find them very helpful. They're a very strong roadmap, and we know we can improve these programs on an ongoing basis. So we want to be able to change that answer and be at the top end of the responders.